Okay, so let's get into my wedding planning process. I think there's so much to it, and I hope it's not going to be an extremely lengthy video. But if it is, please do watch it regardless. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Um, First things first, do you need a wedding planner? I think it might be more of just a personal preference for others. It might be financial, there might be lots of things to consider, but I thought I could do it to a great extent. But I knew that after COVID had hit and I was in England and I knew I was going to get married in Ghana, I knew for sure that it would be close to impossible to organize all things on the ground back in Ghana, knowing that I was going to return to Ghana only maybe just 2 weeks before my wedding. So that would have just been crazy. I didn't want to be thrown into a frenzy, no room for surprises. So I definitely did know at a point that I did need a wedding planner. It was non-negotiable. I think I had some things set straight. I knew that I wanted to get married in Ghana. I knew that I wanted to have a same day event. So same day wedding, white wedding signed, and I knew that I wanted to have my traditional also on the same day. And I already knew that I wanted just 50 people at the wedding. If you know me, you know that I love to do fun things, but it's always about that small circle. And I totally respect it if people want to have like huge events. That's beautiful. It's fun if you know lots of people, if you've got a large family, and if you want all those people at your event, that's amazing. But in my preference, my personal preference, I think I might know lots of people, but I might have my circle that's extremely dear to me. Not to say that the others aren't, and I don't think I even need to over explain, but just seeing those familiar faces and seeing people who mean so much to you, who've been so instrumental in your life in one way or the other, it hits different. I knew that I was going to work on the numbers. And there's this thing where people say, oh, you can't do that in Ghana, it's not going to work out. You'll try, but I mean, your family's going to do what they want at the end of the day. I feel like, okay, that's you, but at the end of the day, that's not a good excuse to let others have such a big say in your wedding. Your wedding is your wedding. And I also do know that lots of people say, don't focus on your wedding, focus on the marriage. The two can coexist. You can be super pumped about your wedding and want to have a beautiful day and want to blow lots of money on your wedding day and want to have a wonderful experience at your wedding. And at the same time, you can be quite prepared for marriage. I feel like marriage in itself is something that you can never be absolutely prepared for. It's a farce if you think that that's possible. It's impossible. You can't be so prepared for marriage. You can be quite prepared, can do things to put yourself in the right state mentally, financially, emotionally, work on yourself and build yourself to be a great partner, and all of that, but you can't have it all figured out for marriage. And there's absolutely nothing with saying I want to have a beautiful wedding. That does not go to negate the fact that you're not prepared for marriage. So let's just put that out there. Like I said in my previous video, I knew that I wanted African to do my traditional dress. That was a no-brainer because he's amazing, he's good, he's talented, he's amazing. So before I left Ghana, I went to see him at his studio. He did a sketch and I knew that this was it. I loved it. And orange is my favorite color. My favorite color always changes, but orange just looks amazing on me. Orange looks amazing on me because I've got this amazing melanin. Yes. Hype yourself. It's important. Orange is amazing on me, so I knew that I wanted orange. And oh, that reminds me, my morning robe was just absolutely beautiful. It was strikingly beautiful. It was yellow. because yellow also looks amazing on melanin. So Ken was going to make my traditional, he was going to make my yellow robe, but then I thought to myself that I'd get my white wedding dress from England, so that was perfectly fine. It was just an issue of making time, being able to go for my wedding dress fitting, blah 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 blah, which I eventually did. Lovely experience. I would definitely say do that if you can. I thought I was going to make my wedding cake on my own. Eventually I didn't. Am I bummed about it? No, not really. It'd be so beautiful to add an element of my day, add an element of myself to my day, but I didn't, because things just got so busy, so overwhelming, and I just had to outsource. It was very last minute. I'm not a last minute person. I love to be extremely organized, but it ended up being quite last minute. But I mean, it was perfectly fine. She delivered, so that's also good. DJ, MC, I had a few ideas of who I wanted to be my MC. I probably found it off Instagram, and I finally found someone, MCDD. He's really amazing. Derek, he's amazing. He caught the crowd's attention. It was lots of vibes. It was fun. I recall that before the wedding, he tried to get me to talk to him, just to have like a one-on-one chat, and I was awfully busy. He eventually did speak, and he said, hey, I've been trying to get through to you, just want to have a little chat to get to know you a bit before the day. What you want your wedding to be like, what do you have in mind, what's your personality like, what's your partner like? And I said, I just want my wedding to be fun. I just want everyone to have fun. I said I don't want it to be so orchestrated. I just want everyone to just have a chill, really fun time. Just like lots of fun, lots of laughter, just have a really cool time. No pressure. He said, okay, great. So I'm sure we spoke a bit more and spoke about the time, other things like that. Amazing. Finding a venue. Oh my goodness. Oh. So, if you know, venues in Ghana are expensive. They are mad expensive. Well, expensive is relative, don't get me wrong. But venues can be quite pricey. 2023 now, so I'm not exactly sure what the rates are now. But I knew that I wanted it to be an outdoor wedding. I wanted my wedding to be in a garden, and I wanted everything done in the same space. So I wanted the traditional done there in the morning, and then the setup sort of changed for the wedding in the afternoon, and then afterwards, like, there's a dance, there's a reception, food, blah 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 blah. Really amazing. But finding a venue, and I wasn't in Ghana, so Hannah did check out some venues for me. She was quite helpful. Really nice venue. We were the first people to use it, and it's around Ibri, on the way to Ibri. It was amazing. It was lovely, really cute, nice place. We settled on that. It was great. What does a wedding planner actually do? They're supposed to contact all your vendors, stay in touch with vendors, make sure that they're doing their work, they're sticking according to plan and time. Supposed to set out the outline for the day. So what time does this start, what time does that start, what time does the food come in, what time does the event end, this, look for locations, and yeah, things like that. So did that. I got my makeup artist. She did a great job. I loved my traditional makeup so. It rained on my wedding day. I think a few days before my wedding, my planner said, hey, I've checked the weather forecast and it looks like it's going to rain. Should we get those waterproof canopies, blah blah. And it wasn't on brand, because I wanted a pergola, beautiful wooden pergola stand. And I said, I'll get back to you on that. So I speak to my auntie, my really amazing auntie. I say, oh, auntie, this is what my planner is saying. And my auntie says, we serve a living God, and it's not going to rain. And I'm telling you, God will command the skies, and the skies will be cleared, and it's not going to rain. And so don't get the canopies. And and I was feeling pumped. I was feeling hype. I was like, okay, great, we're in this room. It rained. It was a sunny day. It was beautiful. The traditional started. I danced to my partner, sat by him, everything. And then it got to the point where elders from each family were giving advice, blah, blah, blah. And then the skies just got funny. And I said, what's happening? This mad's us. And then it started drizzling. And then, like, everyone just had to run off. And the tent, I can't say a tent, but the seating area, that was where my planner had laid out for the DJ and the person who was probably going to do the keep ups, was where we ended up having our wedding. And it worked out, don't get me wrong, it worked out, but that wasn't the plan. So I didn't get to have like the garden wedding that I wanted, like walking through the garden. That was pretty sad. So if I could do anything differently, I would have taken my planner's advice and gotten the tents. After the wedding, I actually did apologize. So I'm sure I mouthed the words. I'm like, you said it, I'm so sorry. And she's like, don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry, it's fine. So the traditional, we wrapped it up, had to go back to the hotel. So I stayed at a hotel in Ibri, Pidiase Valley, and with my bridesmaids. And that was really cool. And we also got an Airbnb for some extra people in Ibri. We checked out the place, really lovely. I chose the place because there was a dog there. How cute. After it started raining at the wedding, we wrapped up with the traditional. So we didn't really get to like dance after the traditional. But it was lovely. We got our pictures and everything. That was cool. And then we had to go back to the hotel to go get ready for the white wedding. So for some people, they just switch up the look for the white wedding, but I wanted to like have a shower and feel really fresh. I spoke to my makeup artist about that before even coming back to Ghana, and she did say that, you know, sometimes after you're back and you've been sweating and you just want to have a shower and just feel really fresh and just have that new makeup done for your white wedding. And I totally understood that, so that was great. I just went for that. So we got back to the hotel and it was raining, and it was raining so heavily, like I could hear the thunder clapping, and it was just, I was sad. I was legit sad. I was just, the venue did have a changing room, so that was totally amazing. Thinking about it now, well, I did need to take my pictures at the hotel, so the exclusives, that was nice. But maybe it wouldn't have been so bad to do the change at the very event and just probably wait for the rain to come down a bit. And yeah, it would have saved time because there was mad traffic moving from the venue to Pidiase and back. There was crazy traffic. I think my husband had got an escort, one of these escort cars, to get us with the thingy, the siren, and that didn't even help that much because the traffic was just mad. It was raining, traffic, but we finally got back. It was still raining while the wedding ceremony was going on. It was very brief, very brief. But by the time the wedding ceremony was over, it had stopped raining. So my planner, really amazing, had her team, her crew members, wipe the dance floor, wipe the tables, do the whole setup again, and so everyone was able to get seated at their table. So from after the wedding till the night ended, that was amazing. Like lots of laughter, lots of dancing, really fun. It was amazing. Amazing is my favorite word, if you haven't noticed. It was spectacular. I had an amazing time. Yeah, so nostalgic. The wedding grounds were new. It wasn't licensed for actually having a wedding. So if you do get married somewhere and the place isn't licensed, apparently you can get a registrar to come and sort that out. I didn't know that then. What I do know now, to do our signing with just immediate family members, and it was really cool, really nice, really sweet. It was so exciting. That day just hit different. I mean, his family came, my family came, and a few friends, and our photographer was there, brought a videographer. So the Memory Lane crew on Instagram was my photographer. Really amazing, Roland. Really amazing, professional, great job. Yeah, so the signing was beautiful. It was lovely. I was like, oh, so I'm your wife now. And my husband's like, oh, so I'm your husband now. It was just so cute. Me, a really cute surprise bachelorette. They said they wanted us to meet up before the wedding to just like put paper to pen, make sure that everything was sorted out and organized. And I got there, and I think my friend Abigail came to meet me, and she was just stalling, wasting my time, just talking unnecessarily. And I was like, oh, so where's everyone else? And she's like, oh, they're gonna come. And then she gets a call, and then she's like, oh, I think they're here, let's go. And I get there, and then like, surprise. It was cute. It was thoughtful, it was nice. And just my wedding favors. I actually do have my wedding favors and my invitation card. I kept a copy of those things. Let me go bring it because this is worth it. So yeah, this was my wedding favor. So I kept one box for myself for memories, for the sentimental reason. I've undone this. I probably shouldn't have, but this was like our logo. My husband designed it. He's really good at these things. So our initial amazing. Don't know if I can zoom into this, but like really cute though, right? A&M. He did a few, and I selected this one. I wanted it to be white and burgundy. My wedding colors. Wait, how do I not remember my wedding? No, I'm sure it was like orange. So I think it was like burnt orange and burgundy, I think. But yeah, it was really cute. This was cute. It is cute. It is still cute. So we wanted shea body butter, really beautiful, really whipped really nicely, a mild scent but really lovely, with our initials, our logo on it. So we sent it to the vendor. She did that. And this is a black, it's a handmade soap. Never even opened it, but a gentle moisturizing soap made using shea butter and a rich blend of nourishing oils, excellent for dry itchy skin. So really lovely, African made, Ghana made, really lovely. So it was a simple box. I'm not gonna say it was anything extra over the top. My husband didn't want the key holder, he didn't want a bottle opener, he just really didn't want those things. And he said he just wanted practical things in the box, which we agreed on, like, okay, things that people would actually use. So somebody would probably use the soap, I'm sure, and the shea butter. Who doesn't love shea butter? So that also, so you can wash your face with the soap and then use the shea butter on your face. And then we got this a face towel, which I really didn't want. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want it, but it's not just my wedding, right? And he said anytime he'd been to weddings and they'd given like wedding favors, he just didn't like it when the face towels always had unbranded. Just so it was cute. I feel like it was cute. Made enough for everyone, but I think yes, more than the expected people did show up to the wedding. So we had a Thanksgiving. We had a little Thanksgiving, a little get together after our wedding. So the following Saturday, or I think about 2 weeks later, yeah. And we got more souvenirs, and those were really cute. They were extremely cute, and I think we selected a different mixture of things. So I think cute sanitizers. I think we maintained the shea butter and something else. Oh, I think some essential oil, body oil, I think. I'm not sure what was in it because I didn't keep that, but it looked different from that. It looked like a pouch, but really pretty. If I have a picture, I'll insert it. If not, I'll save it for another video. But yeah, that was really lovely. And so yeah, burgundy. And then here are a few of the invitations that my husband designed. So my husband designed our wedding invitations too. Quite pricey in Ghana, not gonna lie, but yeah, this is it. It's cute. And he had someone print them out and everything, so this was it. So you just slip the thing off. So our logo here again, I hope it's clear. And then you slip it off, and then open it up like this and like this. Oh, how cute is this? No, like really, how cute is this? I love it. And this is the thing that he added that I really love. So a location card where it shows you like visually how to get to the venue, but also there's a QR code that you can scan and it opens up in Google Maps and shows you how to get there, which is really cool. I do hope that these have been very helpful. I'm glad I could share this with you. As I always say, if you have any questions, do DM me on Instagram. It's __ Azema, AZEMA. And yeah, thanks for catching up with me, guys. Like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment, and I'm sure I'm gonna upload more videos, but I hope to be more consistent. And thank you. Mwah.